Hey, I'm Kev Hillman, welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross. The official game has all about the customizer ride. As you've got to purchase new cosmetic elements thanks to your credits and by looking exclusive content as you move up prestige levels. So what can we choose? Can we choose a different helmet? Even though his current helmet's pretty cool. We can. We give quite a lot of credits, so we've only got 68,000. All the helmets around 50, 60. So keep that as it is. What about goggles? Sure, they're not that expensive. There's none of these goggles really fit though. Got 10,000 there for the red, green and white. Not sure about it though. I'd much rather like a blue, red and white. But anyway, we'll do that in the next episode, and now customize and see what we can do. As you can see, for the bikes, use the credits to purchase new bikes components to improve performance, as well as elements to customize aesthetics and unlock exclusive liveries to increase your prestige levels. So let's look at the components. You can get some new handlebars, get some blue handlebars. Doesn't do anything though. What we'll be looking at is maybe suspension to improve that. You can see handling goes up. Choose Pro Action. All these the same. Looks like it is. Maybe exhaust. Will exhaust improve speed and acceleration? Might need to do that. Let's go for Yoshimura. Oh, there we go. Yes. So there we go. We've improved exhaust. Let's see who can help us in Toronto. So here we are around a bit of a wetter Rogers Centre in Toronto, with a surface that's very dusty as well. Under the lights, a bit of an open top compared to the domes which we visit in the first two rounds of the season. You can see there's some wet patches. We're getting into it on our first lap round here, and we're almost getting pushed over. Someone survived though. So there we go, that's a good exit. That's not a good line. Get back on the track. There we go, Hammer. Hammer, no, you're whipping. Don't be whipping over a jump. It's all a bit wide. There we go, into the right hand hairpin. But this is a bit wider, this track. A bit faster as well. Going to be seeing some aggressive moves, even more aggressive riding. Even going to see us using different parts of the track. We go around, but there you go. In the corners, a couple of wet patches. That's why, in general, it's been very dusty. As the 4 will not be happy with us. There goes their sponsorship. And they go rejoin the track. Not good at that time. 1 minute 14. I think we need to be close to a minute. They do well. So we whip it good through. That right hander, that's much better. With the rear brakes and then going wide into the right hander. And changing gears a bit more important. And this game feels like in these Supercross with all these launches, maintaining momentum over jumps as well. Definitely need to be better with the gear changing than we have been. It's going to hammer. Pretty good at it with motocross, but Supercross a bit of a different ball game. Go wide and whip it very good into the hairpin. And using that bank, maybe you need to carry much less speed going into that. See if going wide is a bit better. Into that penultimate corner and then into the final corner, carrying too much speed over the final jump. That's a 102.5. That's midfield area for Hillman. Of course, he's not interested in midfield though. Especially having it after his first taste of being up front in Supercross. He's used to winning. So using that hairpin, using the banking well. I do love these corners with the massive banking. Even this Hillman is a bit all over the place over the giant mount on the back straight. There we go, less speed Oh, dragging the rear end round the corner though. That's not good. And came too much speed into that corner again. We're whipping it good out of the corners, out of these bank turns. And that's about across the line, and that is the fastest at 58.4. Where's Hillman found that compared to everyone else? Of course, they're going to improve though. Massively. I was saying after this lap, Hillman, take a break. It's only going to be 4 laps round here into Toronto, it looks like. As he has found the rhythm very early on. And there we go into right hand. That's much better over those set of mounds. Definitely best so far. It's a bit too good though. And that hairpin. Got to use the momentum a bit more. And in the end, Hillman's only 12th. 2.5 seconds third, and Zach Osborne with Joey in second. And Smith in third, Adam fourth, Mitchell Harrison rounds out the top ahead of Dean Fernandez and Christian Craig, Alex Martin, Cameron McAdoo and RJ Hampshire to Carl Peters. And then right at the back is Chase Stevenson. So not the best qualifying from Hillman, despite getting to a good rhythm round here. I reckon he'd be pretty good in the race.
Supercross has traveled north of the border to race in Canada. The roar of the crowd is building inside the Rogers Centre here in Toronto, Ontario, as the engines have fired. It's time for Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship. Grab a handful of throttle. Here comes the gate. The crowd is into it tonight. That will definitely get these riders pumped up as they wait for the gate drop. The 30-second board is up. Keep an eye on the gate. It's about to drop.
As here we go, get underway in Canada for this 10-minute race. Not a good start from Hillman again. Definitely feels like he's never going to get a whole shot, but it looks like there's a couple of fallers. And he's rebounded to, is that the top 10? This goes down the inside of Adam. There's a free ride, glued free wide in front. As he's been electric once again on the opening lap is Hillman. He's in third. Looking down the inside of RJ Hampshire for the lead for the first time in Supercross. He's going for it. Taking the outside line. Oh, super exit. This new exhaust is working beautifully. And there we go, Hillman leading in Supercross. Now how long can he hold on ahead of Chaz, who seems to be a demon in these races? Starts off a bit slow. That's all. Goes a bit wide, Hillman. As you've got Jordan Smith behind. Got Zach Osborne in fourth, Joey in fifth. At the back we've got Alvin and Charlie Jones, it looks like. But this one upgrade on his bike with this new exhaust seems to be working wonders for Hillman. I know it didn't work it in qualifying. The bike definitely felt better. And look at these jumps. He's taking these jumps beautifully. Seems to be building a lead over Smith. Oh no! Hits the boundary. Somehow survives though. Goes on another day. Still in the lead. Amazingly. It's not very good into that left-hander still. But it doesn't matter so far. He's just racing away at the front. He's a bit wide in that final corner again. He's got to improve that. As he whips it good out the left hand at the beginning of the third lap. It's all going a bit wide into that right hand at a very open corner. What a fantastic opening corner that is. Out the whole shot. Out the gates. Into right hander. He's definitely carrying momentum better around these corners as well in Toronto. As there's Chaz up to fourth. We're keeping an eye on him. Up to third now, ahead of Zach Osborne. Up to second, ahead of Jordan Smith. Here comes Chaz. He's coming for you, Hammer. Now can you keep it together? You've got over a 4-second lead though. This is a very good start. And now the real work begins with Chaz in second. He is going to be gaining all the time. Oh, is he? He's lost 2 tenths in that final set on that previous lap. Hillman whipping it good. And look at that, very aggressive in that first set. That seems to pay off. Built that lead to over 5 seconds. Into the left-hand side. He has. Better over these jumps. Can definitely be a bit more full throttle over those jumps than you could be in Atlanta and Indianapolis. And look at this lead he's building. Again, with this course being a bit fast as well, this exhaust update coming at the right time, and he's got over a 6-second lead ahead of Zach Osborne. He's ahead of Chaz. Only temporarily though, it looks like. Go out the final corner into the 59s. Got a 5.4 second lead. Definitely not showing any nerves at the front in Supercross. For the first time. And just racing away as we approach the halfway mark of this race. This has been a one-man show. So used to it being another man though this season. But Hillman has well and truly arrived now in Supercross. He's definitely gotten used to how he managed to ride round here. Maybe it's helping with a faster course as well. Less throttle control. Even into these damp corners. As oh, there goes the rear end. Go through the final corner. Another 57. Been very consistent. Been between 57 and 59 so far in this race. Oh, almost losing the rares. We're over halfway through it now. And the gap of over 9 seconds out of Chaz. 9. But then he was very good in the first half of the last race, was Hillman. He's got to just keep it together for the whole race here. Not let his guard drop. Of course, he got involved into a battle in the last race. Alex Myers, there goes the rear. As now the track's starting to rut up as well. Now you've got to change lines slightly, subtly. Still got to do that. Goes to the left-hander, not very good at all. But he's got over a 10-second lead. The crowd cheering all over the place. Goes into the final corner. Accelerates away. That's in the 58. Got a 9.2 second lead over Chaz. He's now bringing the speed in second. He's got a gap over Zach Osborne in third. And so we've got Jordan Smith in fourth and Joey rounding out the top 5 still. And look at that, picking up that floor beautifully. Oh, those hairpins, and main improvement from qualifying to the race is definitely over those set of jumps. Being able to take those in a fantastic flowing rhythm with them rather than fighting them. Look at 11-second lead now. Taking absolute chunks out of everyone behind. Approach the final corner. Bit high on the bank. That's a new fastest at 57.6. No wonder he's built this lead to over 11 seconds now. The experiment with a slightly different line there. Going wide in and very narrow to the apex. Not the best line though. That's what you do when you're in the lead with a quarter of the race to go. By a country mile, pretty lonely here. 10 seconds out of Chaz though, it's still just 1 or 2 mistakes. Just got to keep it up. This Hillman. But he hasn't shown any sign of letting up so far. 12-second lead now. 12 and a half. Over 15 seconds ahead of third. And what improvement from race 1, where he's battling near the back. Race 2, where he's battling for a podium, almost getting the top 10, just getting the top 10. To now here in Canada, dominating. And just his 3rd race in America. Stepping back to the 250 class as well, after being with the 450s. Showing how good a rider he is, Hillman. He's adopted state as well of Massachusetts, representing them well. It's all going wide there, that's where you end qualifying. He's maybe getting a bit distracted because he can see riders in front. He may be within lapping range at the end of this race, with nicking a couple of riders. That's allowed Chaz to gain a bit, and 3rd as well, as they're building a gap on Smith and Joey in 4th and 5th. Let's go into the final corner. That shows a minute 2. Really dropped off the pace on that. He's got to keep it up for 3 more laps. Mouse is correct. Because you got the time, you got the 10-minute time there, and then you got a couple of laps at the end. He's definitely feeling it a bit, is Hillman. Fatiguing slightly. That's allowing Chaz to gain, as you can see, 9.7 seconds behind now. Still comfortable enough gap. Just as long as he doesn't make mistakes and fall. He can afford to slow down slightly. As he goes into the boundaries. He's not got that left-hander right all race long. Really got to figure that out. So go, good acceleration. And very high up the bank, and now back into the 58s. As we've got 2 laps to go after this one. He's got 10.9 second gap. Sack 15 seconds behind, and then over 20 seconds behind is Smith and Joey. It's all a bit wide again. That's really going to cost this flow over these jumps, or is it? You bounded beautifully. Wouldn't have done that in the first 2 races this season, no doubt about that. And it's really going into the tail enders now, the back markers. Trying to take that left-hander turn in early, but still not getting it right. Just like he's taking that right-hander, getting that back end out. Slowed down enough that it hits the apex. It's on to the final lap now. And he has caught up to 20 seconds. As he's got over a 13-second gap over Chaz. Now Hillman's going to be lapping people, is he? For the first time in Supercross. Let's see if they get out the way. There we go, that's 1. He's got a couple in front who are battling. Well, at least one of them is letting by. Down the inside of the other. Notice that traffic, just extra insurance on this final lap in case he makes mistakes. That's all, almost did that left-hander for once on the final lap. Got a couple riders in front, but Hillman has been fantastic all race long and takes his first victory in Supercross. What a victory. Maybe that's why he's won. He's got a 450F now instead of a 250F. He's cheating, is Hillman. As we've got Chaz in 2nd, Zach Osborne in 3rd, Jordan Smith in 4th, Joey in 5th, then Fernandez in 6th, Adam in 7th, RJ Hampshire in 8th, Mitchell Allison in 9th, Lorenzo ran out top 10 of Alex Martin, Christian Craig and Matthew Martin, Cameron McAdoo and Cole Peters with Charlie Jones at the back, lapped alongside Chase Dimmerton and Alvin Reno. So there's the maximum 25 points for Hillman.
Fantastic effort by these riders. They put on a great show the way they battled here tonight.
That's a pretty cool podium. He's up into the top 10 in the championship now in 9th. As we've got Alex Mike round at the top 10 of RJ Hampshire, with Chaz still at the top though, 17 points ahead of Zach Osborne, with Jordan Smith in third, just a single point behind in third. Then Mitchell Housen in fourth. And Christian Craig ran out top 5, very consistent on his Honda, ahead of Dean Fernandez, Adam and Joey. And we're going to get lots of rewards. We did not get the whole shot once again. I don't know how we're going to get the whole shot. We're just going to have to qualify much better, maybe, and be a bit more aggressive into those first corners. So we're up to unlucky level 13. And we unlocked a few new sponsors. We've got 4, Trenair. So unlocked custom championship mode. And we unlocked... Have we unlocked Alpine Stars, GoPro and Oakley? As you can see, Kev Hillman achieves an excellent result, making sponsor VP Race Fuels happy. As you look at the social feed in the bottom left, getting back on top, believe his first win in Supercross for Hillman. As you look even further through, can't believe my eyes, today's race was one of the most exciting I've ever seen. I'm not sure about that, Vernon Cole. You may need to go to Specsavers after that. As when he says keep it up, you can still do it. So yeah, very happy fans for the Hammer. But can he continue it round the Daytona International Speedway? Kind of the spiritual home for Supercross as well, where a couple of the major events happened early in its life cycle before it became a championship. So let's see if he can achieve another victory next time out. So out for watching, and I will see you then.